All right, cool guys. So welcome to the session, to the live trading session using the crypto analyzer. Basically, what this does is it basically calls out, buys and sells for us right here on the right side. So you can see on the right side, you can go to IML. So the website is imlcryptoanalyzer.com. If you don't have it to your package, you can add it. I think it's like $15, which is crazy because this can make you a lot more than that. So right here on the right side, you have your trades that it's calling out. So what you want to pay attention to is, of course, the ones at the top. These are going to be the most recent. Right here, it tells you the potential sell. So it's on OMG USD on the 5-minute time frame. It called out the price at 16.41. So you can click on this and it'll take you directly to that chart. So we're on it right now. And it called it out at 16.41. And then it also tells you what time, how many minutes it's passed. So it's been 22 minutes since they called out this trade. So you want to, you want to be alert when like the new ones come out. So you want to just be watching it. So that way every time a new one comes out, you're right on top of the nail on that one. So new trade will pop up and it'll pop up like a little like cash sound, which is pretty cool because it's a new opportunity to make some money. So you click on it. There's basically 4 simple rules. It's called Davin's 4 rules. It's on YouTube also, but it's super simple. What you want to basically do is so you have your chart right here, right? So this is a 5-minute. I personally like taking trades that are on the 15-minute or 1 hour. These 5-minute trades, I don't really look too much into them, just because it's a smaller time frame. And the way this software works, I saw the video of the creator. He said the way it works is it works on volume. So volume spikes. So what that means is basically it identifies when there's a lot of movement in the market. And then when you put it together with the 4 rules, it will gives you a good opportunity to enter the market and catch a small amount of pips. Because what you want to focus on is getting in the market and then getting right out. And this is exactly what you need to be able to do that, to get those really good entries, to be able to catch some pips. 5 to 10 pips should be your goal. 5 pips, at minimum 5 pips and then 10 pips maximum. But you want to be catching a consistent 5 pips. So what you want to do is, I'm waiting for a new trade to pop up here. But we can do this OMG one real quick. Let me minimize this. So you have your toolbar right here on the left side where you can draw, you can get your trend line and your horizontal line and stuff like that. So first thing what you want to do is you want to pay attention to this right here. These are your 3 indicators that you want to use: your RSI, your relative strength index, your stochastics, and then you got your MACD down here. So basically what this tells you is like it gives you one momentum. It gives you whether price is overbought or oversold. So it lets you know if price is getting too expensive or too cheap. So and then these right here are your Bollinger Bands. So you got your Bollinger Bands, your RSI, your stochastic, and your MACD. So these are going to be the 4 indicators that you want to look for before you enter a trade, right? So when a new trade pops up, you want to make sure that first things first is you want to make sure it touches your Bollinger Bands. So as you can see right here, we can just go to the past. So it touched the Bollinger Bands and it fell down. Same thing right here. It touched the Bollinger Bands and it came up. Touched the Bollinger Bands right here at the top and then it came back down. It touched it right here and it popped back up. And all you're looking is to just get 5 pips. Remember, just 5 pips. If you do 5 pips, you're going to get that consistent take profit being hit. And that's what you want to get. You want to get those consistency so that way you can keep placing the same trades with the same rules and keep getting winning trades. That's what you want to do. So first step is touch the Bollinger Bands. If it's touching the Bollinger Bands, check. Second one is making sure the RSI, it's overbought, making sure price is getting pretty expensive. So that one's checked. The third one is stochastic. So making sure this is overbought is one, is starting to cross over and coming back down. And then the fourth one would be this MACD down here. This MACD has to start looking like it's going to cross over. So as you can see right here, they're still pointed up. So I wouldn't get in this one just yet. But once it starts, looking like it's kind of gonna cross over like right here. So if you guys can see right here, I'm gonna draw a vertical line. I'm gonna draw a vertical line right here. You guys see where it crossed over right here? So we got right here, right here, and right here. So yeah, you guys see how it kind of started crossing over right here. These little candlesticks right here. It was overbought, and then it started wanting to cross over it, and then we had that little dip, that dip down, so that you can get in and then get out right here, right? So that's a quick 5 pips. And with cryptos, it's a lot more volatile, so you can get in and get out, and these trades literally last like within a couple minutes, like 15, 20, sometimes less than an hour, and you can get your 5 pips and you're out of the market. One thing is you just want to be patient with this. It comes a lot of patience because you don't want to be getting in every single trade, because it does call out a lot of trades, like a lot of trades. My phone is like blowing up. There's a Telegram group chat where you guys can get into, plug into, and it gives you alerts every time a new trade comes out. So you want to get plugged into that one, so that way you can, every time a new trade comes out, you can go ahead and pull it up and watch these 4 rules. Make sure it's touching the Bollinger Bands, make sure it's either overbought or oversold, and making sure all these are pointed up and starting to want to come back down. So as you can see, it's looking like it kind of wants to pull back down here. I'm waiting for a little bit more confirmation. I'm waiting for this second candle to close. If this candle can close like bearish and this can start turning back over, I'm actually going to get in a trade right here. I got my MetaTrader open right here. So I'm actually going to be placing some live trades if I see some good ones. So I actually deposited, this is my real account. As you can see at the top right corner, this is my real account. And I deposited $100 yesterday, and I'm at 203, 204. So I been able to make $100 in a day just using the freaking web analyzer, and waiting for the right trade. So on OMG 5-minute, ooh, this thing actually looks pretty good. Is it moving?
Jeez, bro, $100 in a day. Let's go.
Yeah, bro, crazy. And just using like 0.01s too with the web analyzer. So cryptos is speaking as far as like risk management goes with cryptos, you want to be very cautious,
Yes.
because it's very volatile, and the pips, like the lot sizes, it's a lot different to Forex.
Yeah, there's gonna be an entrance over there.
Yeah, it's a lot different to Forex. If you guys can please mute your mics if you guys don't have any questions.
Not here.
But yeah, this one looks pretty good actually. Let me see. I'm waiting for this next candle to close. So we got 1 minute. We got 1 minute.
Bro, I have a question though. How do you calculate the pips?
So that's a really good question, bro. And you kind of like, because with every single currency it's
like
different. So what I would do, how I learned it is I would go on a demo account and I would place a 0.01, right? I'll place a 0.01 and I would see how whenever the price goes up either like 10 cents or $1, I would see how much I get in return, right, off of a 0.01. So I kind of test it. You have to kind of test it out on a demo, so that way you know exactly how it is. But yeah, it's pretty different, because with every single currency pair, it's a way different pip value.
Yeah, because I've noticed like some of the pip values are like 10,000 pips, 1,000 pips per like actual pip, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Like with Bitcoin, with Bitcoin and Ethereum, with Bitcoin, a 0.01 is like a 0.10 in Forex. So it's like a dollar a pip, or a dollar every time Bitcoin moves, I think $10 or something like that. You kind of just got to test it out.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. But this one, oh my bad. This one looks pretty good actually. I kind of want to get in this one right now. 5-minute OMG. I also pull it up. You can also pull it up right here on TradingView. So TradingView is a free website where you can pull up cryptos as well. So let me see. Let me look it up. OMG USD. All right, let's pull that up real quick. All right, so you can see that, you know, the OMG's kind of been downtrending. Like the cryptos are kind of like downtrending right now, and they all kind of move, you know, in unison. So like if one crypto goes down, like if Ethereum goes down, Ripple goes down, Bitcoin goes down, and they kind of all move in unison. So if the web analyzer is calling out sells on all the three major, you know, cryptos, then, you know, it's a good sell. You know, it's a good sell, and you just got to wait for that right entry. So let me go to 5 minutes. Cool. Yeah. So this one looks pretty good. Kind of downtrending. We got like this whole consolidation area right here. So you can probably see it, you know, dip down. I'm only looking to catch 5 pips. So I'm not looking to catch like those big moves. So I'm just looking to catch 5 pips. And this analyzer is good for that because it calls out really good entries and it gives you a nice little drop down, which is enough to hit your take profit.
How do you account for spread also?
Yeah, so for spread too, on every single pair it's different. Like Ethereum, USD, like they all have different spreads. So I would just test, like I said, I would just test it out on a demo account, bro, and then just do your calculations from that, and then, you know, study a couple currency pairs, because there's some currency pairs that I don't really like trading, because of the spread. Like the spread is too big. Like the ones that I really like trading are like Ethereum, XRP, and Bitcoin and Litecoin. Those are good. Neo's good as well. Yeah, mainly those though. XRP I like a lot. Bitcoin I like a lot too.
Yeah, Neo trades just like a forex pair, to be honest.
Yeah. Similar. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah, it hasn't called out a trade. I'm waiting for it to call out a trade. I'm waiting for this one too for a little bit more confirm. Cause see how the MACD is still pointed up. So like I wouldn't get in this trade right now because this is still pointing up. So there's still momentum to the upside. And I've gotten into trades that are like this, and it's just like, hey, stop, hey, and it's just like the momentum keeps pushing up, and you don't want to get trapped in these. You would rather wait for it to start crossing and then get in it. So hopefully it pulls up a trade here. Check this icon. Stop.
I'm interested in cryptos.
Probably you should show like how you calculate the like 5 pips, like utilizing the tool.
So
Some people have a hard time using it. Mm-hmm.
So for me, for the way I like to do it. So say right now, right? Say we get in because I kind of just like eyeball it now. So say we get in right here, right? We get in right here. I would put it, you know, at this next level right here. So I would just make it for this one. It's 1662, right? I would just go like 16,500 or something like that. 16.5400 or something like that. So I would just put it because in Forex, so like in Forex I kind of, you know, been able to like eyeball it because I take a look at the candlestick. So if you look at these candlesticks, you know, this is a nice little green a bearish candle. So this is a good like at least 5 to 10 pips, you know. So this would give you it just called out a new trade. You can also do it on here, watch. So Dash USD. So first confirmation would be touching the Bollinger Bands. It's doing that right now. It's pushing back up. This guy is not all the way back up there at the overbought. This one, not really. See how this one kind of looks like it doesn't really look that good. Like this is too choppy for me. Like I don't really like this right now. And then the MACD is still pointed up. So like this isn't a good signal. This isn't that great of a signal. So I'm gonna hold off on that one. Yeah, and even if you get like 5 good trades a day or 10 good trades a day out of the 100 trades it calls out, like that's enough for you to make a good amount of money, you know, especially with 5 pips. And if you get really consistent at it, all you got to do is just raise your pip value, you know, 0.02s and then 0.03s. But back to the how do you calculate your pips, bro? There's also a little tool right here on the crypto analyzer where you can do a short or a long position. You can pull up your short position and you can do something like this. So normally it's 20 pips. This is like, so normally you would do something like this. I kind of just eyeball it now, to be honest, bro. I do because with cryptos it's so different. It's so different with how the pips work and everything like that. I just try to get in, bro, and I make like $2, $3, $5. I move my stop loss to break even, and then I close out my trade. Once it comes down to like this next level right here. Once it comes back down, you can also put your take profit in the middle, this median Bollinger Band. You can get out right here in the middle as well. So because this is a median. So, you know, the highs, the lows, and then the median. So you can, if it goes right here and you're going to get in a sell, you can get in right here, right in the middle. That would be a good target area.
Sound good.
Does that help?
That sounds, yeah. I know a lot of people, like I use the tools as well, but I know they were saying like the calculations are definitely different on crypto than Forex. So
yeah,
like, a lot of times you're confused.
Yeah, I agree. I try to not just get too greedy on my take profit level, as long as it's not too big, because it works same. It's kind of like the same thing as Forex, right? Like you got your trend lines, you got your support, you got your resistance. So I would just I get in, and then if it's on a 5-minute time frame, I would just go to my next 5-minute support. And if it's like a good $2, $3, $5, then I get out.
Cool. And what is the minimum you think people should start with crypto? I know a lot of people like have $20, have $10, and you know crypto is definitely different. Especially sometimes the drawdown is so crazy, and then it shoots back up. So I mean, what would you advise like new people?
Yeah.
How much money should they start with?
So you can start off with like $100 because trading Ripple or trading any other ones like on a 0.01, it's kind of like a 0.10, but I would only be doing one trade at a time. Like don't try to open up multiple trades. With $100 you'll be fine. Just doing 0.01s. I think that's a good start, and just waiting for the right opportunity, because it like a lot of people think you need a lot of money, right? With a lot of them, but it's really kind of like just your patience and waiting for the right confirmations. Because when you get a good trade, I've seen really good trades that it's called out, and you know it's got like a 2-pip drawdown or a 5-pip drawdown, you know, and you make a good $10 out of it, $5-10 out of it. So the risk reward is good if you wait for the right confirmations, and I think you do that with a good $100 account.
I mean, you did it with $100 account, brought it like double the shit in like a day. So
Yes, yeah, yeah. That's for sure, bro. So yeah, look at this OMG. So it called out the sell right here, right? So if I would have got into the sell, man, I would have already been, you know, probably like $2-3 negative. So it called out the sell right here. So again, I didn't get into it because the MACD was pointing straight up. Like there's no crossover. Once it starts crossing over, then that's when I can look for the sell. But this one didn't follow with that 4th confirmation. And that's why you want to make sure it follows all 4 confirmations. It touches the Bollinger Band. It's overbought over here. It's overbought right here as well. And then the MACD is starting to cross over. That's really good. And then if you have previous area of resistance over here, so then that's also another confirmation. And if it's downtrending, then that's another confirmation, right? So kind of just want to get an overall feeling of where the market's going to go. And this does a really good job of following the trends and really getting in those pullbacks. Yeah, this one would have been not so great. XRP. Yeah, so we got this like good area right here at the, what is that, 90-cent level. So it's been playing around right here at the 90-cent level. So with Ripple, it's in a good area right now. Ripple's in a good area because we can only do one of two things here. We can either break this, right, and continue going up, or come back down, since we do have this one. So we have this support, retest, breakthrough, small little, not really quite of a retest, but we have one right here, one right here, one right here, one right here, the other one, and then now we're up here right at the same spot. We do have, if you see in the RSI on the 5 minute, so we have this like little peak right here, which is this green candle, and then it kind of dipped back, and it's kind of playing right here. I kind of see it coming back up again and actually breaking through this, just because we got overall momentum to the upside, right? So with this one, we can just wait for this to like break through to the top side, and then we got to pull back, and then you can start buying, or this is just going to come back down back into this area and then come back up. Because Ripple's in an overall uptrend. Same with like all the other cryptos. These are overall uptrending. There's a lot of optimism for cryptos this year, so it's pretty cool.
Question: Do you do a lot of do you do pending orders, or do you do market execution for all your trades?
For crypto, I do market execution for
Yeah, because I noticed that when you do pending, I was talking to Josh about that. When you do the pending orders, like the spread is like so off. It doesn't like hit it.
Yes.
I'm like, yo, what the hell? Like, and it was perfect. Like, I did a whole bunch of perfect pending orders, and it went exactly where I wanted to go. And this shit they activate. I'm like, yo,
yo, they be doing that with my TP, bro. Be playing games, man.
Yo, dead ass. Even the TP, like, it goes way beyond it.
Yes.
And I'm like, yo, why you not closing?
Yo, facts, bro. Facts. I'm like, dude, take me out. I want my money.
Yo, seriously. So yeah, so crypto is a special character as we continue to trade this joint. We're getting to learn that it's definitely different than forex. So, but it's fun.
yes, definitely. You can, it's great because there's volatility in it, and you can make money anywhere there's volatility. And when you have a nice tool like this, like the analyzer, you can find those areas of volatility as long as it follows with the 4 rules. If all the 4 rules confirms it, then it's a great trade. It's a great trade to take. The way I kind of like to think about it now, the way I kind of got my mindset to think about it now is this way. Before I enter a trade, I ask myself, would I take this trade if I'm investing like $100,000 or $1,000 or $2,000, right? Would you take that trade? And to answer my question, if it follows with all the 4 rules, then it's a great trade to take, right? So I would only risk if it follows those 4 rules. You just got to really take care of your capital. And when it follows your 4 rules, now you have confirmations, and now you're trading off of pure technical analysis. And that's what you want to get into, because you want to be emotionless. Like, you want to have no emotions when it comes to trading. So if it follows your 4 rules, you're good. So this Dash USD kind of still plain. It normally calls out a lot more trades. We've been on here for like freaking 50 minutes now. It's only called out 1 trade.
I find that the weekend, on the weekend, cryptos is a little bit more slower when it comes to the alerts on the crypto analyzer than on the weekdays.
Yeah, they might be sleeping, bro. They might be taking the weekends off.
It calls so much trades when we're in bed. Like when you're sleeping and you wake up to like 54.
Yeah, bro.
Yo.
Seriously, bro.
I'm like, yo, maybe I should switch my sleeping pattern.
Right? Seriously. Do you guys use the web analyzer as well for forex? That thing, now that one's on, bro. I love that one so much now. It's freaking, it's crazy, bro. Crazy.
Nah, seriously, it is.
Yo, that one with the 4 rules, it's a lot. It follows the technicals a lot better. which is crazy, especially on the 15-minute. I've taken 15-minute and 1 hour buys and sells, and I do my own analysis right behind it, right? Because, you know, you don't want to just be, this is just the tool. Like, I want to make sure everybody knows that this is just a tool, you know, like this isn't telling you sell right now, sell right now. Like, you want to make your own judgment of that from the education that you learn in IML Academy. And then we also have IML TV, where it's like 24 hours a day now, 5 days a week. So make sure you guys are hopping on that, so that way you guys can make your own judgment, and of course using the rules that I just showed you with Forex and with cryptos. It works on both of them. Like, for example, let me show you guys. It called that a crazy buy right here on GBP USD. I made like $50 off of this on like a 0.02 and a 0.03. Like, it called that a buy right here, guys. I'm not lying to you guys. It called that a buy. Woo! Money sound. We'll take a look at that. It called that the web analyzer called that a 15-minute buy right here, right where my entry point is. We had a little pip of drawdown, and then this thing just shot up within the next hour. It was London session. This was London session. I saw this coming back down. It called out the buy right here. It looked really good because we had this big impulsive move up the previous day. We had a nice little pullback, and now we have another impulsive move back up. Called out a buy right here. I was like, dude, I'm down. 20 pips stop loss. Boom. I ended up catching about 58 pips on a 2.03. I had like 2-3 trades in those. I made like $40 off of it. I was like so stoked. I was like, dude, that's so crazy. Because it calls out so many trades. So ZEC, let's check this one out. All right, so this one's kind of iffy. I don't really like trading these. So you guys see how there's all these gaps on this one? I don't really like trading this one because it's like, you see all these like gaps, bro. Like it's not consistent, you know, it's like not consistent. I don't really like that because this can skip over your stop loss, skip over your take profit. And I freaking have that happen to me before where it like skips your stop loss and it's like keeps going and you're like, take me out. It's like, yo, that thing's crazy. So yeah, this one's kind of choppy. I like sticking to Litecoin. Litecoin's a really good one. Bitcoin Cash, that one's a really good one. Ripple, Bitcoin, those are like the really most main ones that don't have crazy spreads also. So that's another thing, like that don't have crazy spreads. See if we can take a look at some previous ones. I want to show you guys some like previous examples. So call that out at 201. Let's call that out 170 at 20 at 323 23. 224.23 right here. All right, so I called it out right there. All right, check this out, guys. 224. What was it? It was 224.23. No, wasn't that one. Wait, 224.03. Was it right here? I'm trying to find out where it called it out at. It was time the 224.3. 224.3 was it right here. Because I don't think it was. Oh yeah, it was right here. It was right here. 23. So we actually just called it out because this one said it was 175 minutes ago. So that's about an hour, right? So that's we're on the hour time frame. I didn't even check that. So this is about 2 hours ago, right? So I called out a buy right here. So this one actually looks pretty good. Like, oh nah, this one, no, not this right here. This one still kind of looks like it can come up right here, but this one can probably pull back a little bit. But yeah, here let's go over this real quick. So it called it out. It called it out at what price? 201.04, right? 201. like right around there, 201.04. So the scanner, the analyzer called out this buy right here, right here in that little area right there. It called out a buy right there. And as you guys can see, this wasn't that great of a signal because this was already pushing up. When you see this in the middle, if you ever see this in the middle and you see these starting to pull over and then you see this starting to kind of go up, this is still going to go up. It's still going to keep going up because it's already bounced. So, it's already bounced from the bottom. So right here, the Bollinger Bands didn't really quite come all the way back down. So this wasn't really of a great signal. So I probably wouldn't have taken it. I like the MACD though. I like that the MACD is pointing up, momentum to the upside. We do see here that the RSI is, it's still in the middle. So this is buying territory right here. So anywhere up here is still kind of like buying territory. So it's still above there. Isn't overbought or anything like that. This right here, the stochastic is kind of overbought here. Kind of still pointing up though. So I wouldn't get into this one. Like the Bollinger Bands, do you see them? They're kind of like squeezing together. So not too much of a great signal. But you want to be looking for this, like the cross of the MACD and then this pointing and this at being oversold, this being oversold. Those are really good confirmations to get into a buy. Get into a buy as soon as you see that. If you see, like I've gone in so used to now, like I look at the chart and it's like it takes me less than a minute to identify if it's a good trade or not. So like I go on here, I see oversold. Oh, MACD starting to cross over. Oh, it touched the Bollinger Band, and starting to move back up. So I get in right into the buy, come back over here to my MetaTrader, I get an instant buy, and then I put my take profit. So now I just do a quick, I just eyeball it really fast. Stop loss, I put it below the lows. I put it below this low because it shouldn't come back down, right? It shouldn't break the support. And then my target, I'll just do a quick, small little grab a couple pips there. And then I'm good. It's a good $5. It's like a good $5-7 on a 0.01. So, so you can do $5 to $7 on a trade. And if you do 5 of those or even 10 of those, you're already making, $40 to $50. If you get consistent at that every single day, because that's literally all you need to take is less than 10 trades. And this thing calls out hundreds of trades. So if you can just sit at your computer for a good, hour or 2 hours maybe out of your day, or while you're doing something, just put a phone on alert on sound, and whenever you hear that cha-ching sound, run over to your laptop or open up the apps on your phones, because you can also do this on your mobile device. Pull it open, check the 4 rules really fast, and then do your take profit and your stop loss below the low or above the high, and then a quick little, $5 to $10 of TP. Stay around $5. If you want to hold it, move your stop loss to break even to where you entered. Now you have a risk-free trade, and you can hold it if you want. But I like to just get in, get out. Get in, take my $5-7, get out. If it looks good on like the 15-minute time frame, if after you go through the basics, of course, and after you have a good understanding of the market, you can start, doing your own trend line. Start, maybe if like for me, I like watching it on the 1 hour, the 4 hour, the 15-minute, and I want to get an overall, perspective of where the market's going, for the last hour, for the last day, for the last 4 hours and stuff like that. So I can start trading with the trend, right? I can trade with the trend, and, get in the market and get out, get in, get out. So that's what you want to focus on. Make sure, it follows all your 4 rules. If it follows your 4 rules, it's pretty much, get in the trade, buy it, sell it. Get in, get out, get in, get out. Cool. Call out another trade. Boom. Litecoin on a 15-minute sell. All right. Let's check this out. So, see how it just on the bottom right on my screen, it just called out an alert. This is on the Telegram. So we get those every single time a new trade comes out. So that thing comes in clutch. So we have this move up, right? Starting kind of just move sideways here on the 15-minute. This guy is kind of right here at the top, right? It's above the 60 level. The higher this is, the better of a confirmation it is. But as long as it's up at the top, we got these 2 peaks right here. We have these overbought levels right here, and then we have the MACD kind of, you know, coming together, like right here on this one. If you see on the left side, you know, the MACD starting to come together. Everything's overbought, and then market started pulling back down, right? So MACD's crossed over, and then we started seeing momentum to the downside. So with this one, I'm actually probably going to get into this one. Let's check it out on yeah, I'm right here with my brother. We're trading. My brother just deposited $500 into his live account. He already made, how much up are you? Like $50. He's already up $50 for the day. So this tool really, you know, really helps a lot. So of course we have, you know, moves down on the 1 hour. Let me zoom in. I'm actually gonna probably get into this. Let's not jump too quick to it because we can probably get a little pullback. Yeah, so this one looks really freaking good actually. This one looks freaking good. So what I would do in this situation, you know, wherever I get in at right here, I would probably wait for it to pull up a little bit. So whenever it does something like this and it looks like it's going to come down, don't sell it down here. Please don't sell it down here when it's coming down. Don't do that. Wait for it to pop its head back up here, because it's going to do that, like for sure. Wait for it to come back up to these little highs up here, right? Back up into this price, and then sell it. Sell it at the highs, you know, don't sell it at the lows. So you would sell it like right around here, right? Say we get in the middle. I would put my take profit for this one to be like right around here, right? You know, right in this area right here, right in that area. And my stop loss would be a little bit above the high, like right around here. Like I don't risk more than like $10 or $20 per trade, like max $20, because you normally on Forex you want to do a 20 pip stop loss and a 5 pip take profit. But with cryptos, of course, it's a little bit different. So I put my stop loss, and you know, if I'm down like $10 or $15 and it just looks like a really bad trade, like it's starting to go the other way, I close out. You know, I don't take a bigger loss than like $15 to $20. $20 being maximum. And that's if the trade, you know, still looks pretty good. But if you start seeing, you know, going the other way, just get out. Get out if you're $10 negative or $15 negative, and then just wait for another trade, right? Just wait for another trade, wait for another confirmation, and boom, get in that one. So let's go into the 5 minute. Yeah, see what this did? It came down and it wicked it. It wicked it right here, and it would have got all the people selling it, right? It would have got all the people selling it right down here at the bottom. See, I don't want to get in down here because I would have already been negative like $5 to $10. So we would want to get in at the top. So let me go to my MetaTrader. Let me pull up Litecoin. Litecoin. All right, cool. Yeah. So see on my MetaTrader, we got the top right here. See, I'm gonna get in this one. I like it. So I'm just gonna get in a sell. So I just sold it right now. If it pops up, where's my thing at? All right, there you go. Put me in. All right, cool. So I got in at 0.01, and as you can see right off the bat, I'm negative like 70 cents. So this doesn't have that crazy of a spread. You know, you can do a 0.01, no biggie. So let me just edit this real quick. And I'll probably make like $5-10 out of this. Yeah, so I can see this starting to cross back over. See how this is pointing back down? This is starting to point back down. Like this one looks good. It touched the Bollinger Bands right here. It made a high, then it extended. So we can probably see this come back down. It looks really good. We got this nice little kind of angle back towards down. We want to wait till the next candle closes. So we still have 10 minutes for this 15-minute candle to close. It is on a 15-minute time frame, so this might take up to an hour for it to complete. But let me edit my – the heck, why doesn't it let me edit it? Modify. So my stop loss, again, it would be above the high, above the high, so 208. So I say 209, right? My stop loss would be 209. 209. My take profit would be, I'll just do, it's at 206 right now, so I'll do like 204, right? $2, 204, $2 for Litecoin. So if Litecoin moves $2, I'll probably make like $2 as well. So I like MetaTrader. Yeah, $2. So this is a kind of like a 2-pip move, right? 2-pip move. I'll move a little bit lower actually. So we got the highs right here, right? So you see this previous low right here? That's where I would kind of put my a little bit above the low, because like I said, with the spreads, you want to put your take profits and your stop losses, you know, just a little bit higher, or a little bit lower, so that way the spread, it can hit, like the broker can take you out and it can actually hit your take profit. So you want to put it a little bit higher, a little bit lower. So right here, we'll just go ahead and watch for like the next 5 minutes and see how this works, how this goes out. But I see this doing a little nice little leg like this, back into like this area, back into this area. So yeah, so the stochastics, see how they're like kind of like flattening out. With ones that call out the sell and they're like pointing straight up, don't get in those. Those are just pointing straight up. So there's heavy momentum, but this one's kind of like starting to flatten out. And then we got, of course, the overbought, and the overbought here touched the Bollinger Bands, and this is starting to flatten out. So we want to wait for a couple more pip movements here, or a couple more minutes, I mean, for the candles to close. Yeah, I'm still down 69 cents. Do you guys have any questions, though? Yeah, anybody that's still on? Anybody that's still on? Who's still on, by the way? Yo, what's up, guys? What's up?
I'm still on, so following right behind you.
Nice, bro. Nice. Yeah, I'm going to be on here, so I'm going to be on here I'm going to stop recording because I think that was a long session.